Where are the parents now?
They're dead.
Oh.
No, they're not. I'm sorry. Woo!
I was going to ask him for a comment, but
yeah, I moved in with them for the lockdown. I was living in London for a couple of months, and then the whole world shut down, and I thought, well, I better get out of here, go hang out with my family.
Yeah, it's a good move. And you've been keeping up with the haircuts, I see?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Yeah, you and me both. This is about as weird as my hair and face has ever been. This has been a very strange time in life.
Put together. This is a haircut of a man who had a haircut recently.
No, not a chance. So where are you right now?
I've built a studio in one of my, well, not like a proper sort of fancy print studio, but I've built a studio in one of my parents' like rooms. There's
really?
So we got this. I also brought my guitar player, Agam, so he didn't have to move home with his parents because their house is small. That's him out there smoking a joint. Hello! Yeah, we got guitars and a piano and manner of things that one needs to record things.
This is great. So this has become like a creative endeavor for you through all this?
Yeah, I'm super happy, man. I was getting burnt out. I've done like 5 years in a row nonstop touring with only like a month off in between to record my next albums. And this is nice. I played a lot of Assassin's Creed, and I love murdering people.
Oh, good.
Especially when they're wearing British naval attire. It's not a fetish.
Man.
It's a historical recreation.
I was really worried you were about to say gray hoodie instead of British. Then I was going to be in real trouble.
I love to murder people with relatively put-together haircuts who refer to their penises as king cobras.
Man, you and I are on the same page. So when you chose the parents' house, did that come with some trepidation when you?
It took me like 2 days to decide whether I was going to come here or not. I thought it was going to be a nightmare. And it's actually been surprisingly nice.
Really?
Wholesome. Yeah, my brothers are like, they're 15 and 17. So they've kind of like, we've met in our levels of maturity. We've all sort of intersected.
Yeah. You might be going backwards.
I'm like Benjamin Button.
Yeah.
Or not with my face, with my intellect.
Uh-huh. That's interesting. You have a brother that's damn near 15 years younger than you. Being the brother that has a brother 15 years older than me, all I can say is we share nothing in common. We do not talk, and we have no relationship whatsoever. But you seem to be okay with that. That seems to be okay.
I did my best to keep as distant as possible until one of them became a famous musician, which hasn't happened yet. However, living in the same house as them, I find it very difficult to stop them from talking to me. Like they keep coming in, interrupting my weight sessions that I haven't at the will. I imagine they'll be doing that.
Yeah. You said you've been going nonstop, and that's totally, of course it's true because you said it, because it's your life, but it's fascinating how much of a road guy you are. This is a total 180 for you. You do nothing but tour and show after show after show.
I thought that was a good idea. They were like, yeah, do that. And I was like, is this what I need to do to be famous? And they're like, yeah, Barnes, just do that. And I was like, shouldn't I write some more music? Like, nope.
Yeah.
Just get out on the road. But I'm playing a pizzeria. Yep, that's cool. That's okay. No one's clapping for me. Yeah, just keep on it, buddy. You got this.
They're asking me for garlic oil. What is happening?
I think I might be a waiter.
Worst agent ever. Yeah. So, but when you get off the road and then you have to turn into Mom's house, it actually has gone relatively better than you had thought, and it's now turning into a creative endeavor. That's not what I was anticipating hearing from you today.
Yeah, you thought it was gonna be all rock and roll, didn't you? Like,
I can't
handle it, man. I need to be on the road, making sweet love to strange and exotic women. I gotta bust out the Cobra.
The Cobra. Good old KC. Good old KC. Where do you think, when you actually do have to get back on the road, New Orleans is one of those stops, by the way. By the way, we never did get the pleasantries before I referred to my genitalia. I'm Brad. Nice to meet you, Barnes.
Sorry, we just went stampeding right into
Yeah.
genitalia.
This is how friendships will last forever.
Are we gonna be friends forever?
Maybe when you come back to New Orleans. This is when something actually does get put back together and tours start happening. What do you think it looks like? How different is it all when we actually get to do this again?
I mean, I've been telling my friends and family, advising them to try and enjoy themselves as much as possible in the world that we're currently living in, and try and settle and try and build a routine and a home and a nest, both mentally and physically, for yourself here, because we don't know how long this is going to last. And if you are forever living in limbo, it's a very uncomfortable place to live. It's very stressful. So I genuinely don't know when we'll even be back on the road to touring. You know, when that's even going to be a glimmer in the eye of the people who make such decisions.
It's got to be weird for you too. And I think about guys like you a lot, because I was lucky. These things have really been quite fun, to be honest with you, because I get to hang out in people's houses. And I had, Ed O'Brien in my living room from Radiohead. That is something I'll never be able to say if not for this. Yeah, talk about the King Cobra. It was.
Did you show him?
It was standing in attention.
You like that?
Yeah.
What would the karma police have to say about that, Ed? Huh?
No kidding. What a creep. Get it? So
I should have gone with that. Oh,
yeah.
It's an opportunity.
Yeah, so
We can change that around. So I said the funny one.
okay, sure. I'll get that. By the way, star actor, guest, and host of the Barnes Courtney show on Instagram. That seems to be going very well.
Yeah, it's hit and miss. The second one did super well. The second one killed it. And then I think by number 4, they were like, okay, really? Like, you're still doing this? We got another one of these.
I really hope it was renewed for a second season.
Yeah, my people have been in touch.
Okay, good. With your people.
I actually did that whole thing to promote my second album, and then some like sort of black hole opened up somewhere.
Yeah.
And it was sent to someone who never told me about it.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's been a while since then. My hair's grown tremendously. It's kind of like a sun of locks.
Sun Locks, great band. By the way, that Sun Locks is, yeah. So that's part of what I was getting to is you have this new album that comes out. So does Ed O'Brien, and you guys are planning for, especially you who has got to feel like you're on the cusp of it, like you're right there and you're ready to go. And this album and tour was going to be a big look for you, and then global pandemic happens. That's got to be a tad bit of a bummer, not to be Debbie Downer for a second.
I know. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, Vivian. Sad times. Bumming me. I was having a great time. I was in a good mental space. You fucked right up.
That's what I do. Talk to the wife. This is what I do.
That's it.
Yeah.
Papa, ready the crying sleeves. It's going to be a long one tonight.
The crying sleeves.
My dad has a pair of detachable sleeves that he sort of can zip onto any outfit.
Stop it.
And then when I sob into his arms, all of my sort of mucus and various things that I've eaten and have stuck to my teeth and face can sort of, go on these, and then you can just zip them off and put them in
I love this idea about a crying sleeve. This is terrific.
Pending.
For those who truly don't really care, the crying sleeve. Yes.
Do you have an emotionally underdeveloped son?
Yeah, who happens to be 15 years older than the most put together one of the family. How are the brothers though? What do they do? Do they do music? What are they into?
I mean, they do a bit. They do like a smattering of music, and they're actually weirdly naturally gifted, which is infuriating because like I had to work to learn how to play the 5 chords that I use in the entirety of my back catalog. And they just seem to play like fancy shit.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're interested in it. My brother Jude, who lives here, the 17-year-old, is very aware of how unavoidably doomed we all are due to climate change.
Yeah.
I think has sort of entered the realms of existentialism so deeply that he doesn't really see the point of doing anything other than reading Marcus Aurelius and Plato's Republic.
Yeah.
But weirdly, he kind of like accepted it in a very pragmatic way because he's still, we still play Super Smash Brothers, we still hang out.
Yeah.
But he's like, I just,
man,
don't see any point in preparing for our future.
What's the point of life at 17? Man, oh man, he sounds like a Fiona Apple album. He is ready to cut.
I wish he sounded like he's ready to cut. Are you a Fiona Apple album? Because you sound cut.
No kidding.
Deep pickup lines for artists.
So when you get tired of banging around on the keys and guitars, what are you doing? What are you watching? What are you listening to? Anything you're finding new?
I'd like to say that I'm sort of pursuing high, lofty cultural things, but I'm just playing a lot of Assassin's Creed Black Flag because there's no greater joy than sailing around a fictitious Caribbean whilst your crewmen sing various shanties and you steal stores of rum and sugar from enemy ships. I took down a man of war the other day. I was super impressed with myself.
Wow.
Yeah. I told my friend Mimi on the phone, I was like, Mimi, babe, just took down a man of... You know how many cannons a man of war has, Mimi? No, I wouldn't expect you to. It's a lot.
This was a late night drunk call, wasn't it?
What do you mean? Am I drunk again? No, I'm not drunk.
This was a pickup line.
I've had a glass.
Yeah, this is a pickup line. Have you ever been so turned on by a man of war like me? Yeah.
There's nothing gay about it. It's respect. It's a respect boner.
So what is your normal quarantine routine? What do you do when you wake up in the morning? Where are you? I mean, it's late now. You're not just waking up, so.
No, it's 5:14 in the poon.
Yeah.
I'm well into the day.
Yeah, sure. So what is your normal routine? What do you guys do?
I actually think it's really important to have a daily routine in quarantine. And I believe that life isn't actually bleak and depressing. It's just that we all have these routines that we're used to that have been somewhat second nature and intuitive to us because they've existed for the majority of our lives. And now we've entered this phase and all of that's gone away. But I think if you replicate the things that existed in your normal day-to-day, such as a routine, like having goals that you set for yourself, building towards things, daily exercise, even if you didn't work out before, just walking from A to B, from your job or to the subway, from your car to the store or whatever, is giving you these endorphins that are keeping you of a certain level. So I've tried to put as much of that into my own day as possible. So every day at 7, my brothers and I bust out a DVD featuring a certain Sean T, who's a 2008 infomercial workout guy. Weirdly sexist for only 10 years ago. Like, I was surprised. It's kind of, doing your workout and then he'll sort of bust out like "You've never worn a sports bra before, have you?" And I'm like, wow, that was a personal comment, Sean T.
That was oddly specific to me and my person.
I mean, no, I haven't, but I don't. First of all, how are you seeing that through the screen from 10 years ago?
Secondly, how did you know?
My great, to be honest. Never better.
All right, and then the rest of the album. And by the way, the album's great. You got to be pretty proud and how different it is, first and foremost.
It's filled me with trepidation. I wanted to make a record similar to the first, and I found that being in such a different headspace, going from being tremendously depressed and living the opposite of my best life, living my worst life, not being able to be creative, struggling financially, sort of sofa surfing around and working jobs that I hated. It delivered such a different vibe on this second record when I'm like just riding a moving living room with my best friends, having fun, going from town to town like an old-timey adventurer. I was too happy to write rootsy blues songs, and I wrote all these songs that were like balls out, shiny synth pop. But it was what's in here, and then I sort of put it out with a certain amount of anxiety because I thought, oh God, all the people that loved and supported me through Glitter and Gold and things like that gonna be like, what's this shit? I thought you were rock and roll. You've changed, man.
Yeah.
All right, Katy Perry.
Yeah, it does. It does feel like, when I think about the guys that had to play like gritty blues, like you mentioned it, I do wonder if like they ever had a good day.
You know what I mean?
Could you sing, do something nice? How about a happy song? Anything at all.
All right, Mr. Gloomy.
Yeah, no kidding. By the way, you got to think that in the back of your mind, you wanna do some acting, huh? You could do some acting.
I would love to. Yeah, I mean, it's something that I wanted to get into as a young boy, but my first school was sort of too fancy, didn't believe in it, and then when I moved here to England, my second school was so poor that they just didn't have the funds. And then I got into a band in high school, and one thing led to another. Yeah. And now I'm international Z-list celebrity, Florence Boy.
Yeah. Well, if you weren't in the parents' house, I would wrap this up with a old game I call "Hey Celebrity, What's in Your Fridge?" But I don't know if Mom would be appreciative of us like trifling through your fridge.
My fridge?
Yeah, I'd love to.
I don't buy any of the things in it because because I've devolved into a man.
That's all right. I think that the reason I like this is because it tells you a lot about a person when you get to see inside their fridge. You get to learn about them. You get to learn about their organizational habits, their dietary habits. It's a very good lesson.
What is that?
Look at this. Look at this abode.
Is that a child's toe? Well, you should see my dad's gentleman's room.
Okay. I don't think I wanted to see your dad's gentleman room.
Here's the gentleman's room.
That's the gentleman room. Okay.
It's like an old Victorian explorer's room with like various different trinkets from his travels around the continent.
Yeah. There's going to be a body somewhere in there, I know. Hey, there's me. I saw me.
You look lovely.
Thank you. Moderately grown out hair. It's a lovely place you have there. I can see. Oh, he's a fighter pilot. Good.
Oh, look, there's my family.
Oh, hello, fam. Hello. Hello, everyone.
Oh, in the rain.
That's Percy. That's Percy.
It's raining here too. See, we have so much in common.
I've been grooming a feral pigeon who I've named Julian.
Okay.
It doesn't sound wrong. This is my dad.
Oh, hey, Dad. I just took a tour of your gentleman's room.
Oh, great. I'm sorry, it's a bit messy at the moment. I apologize for that.
Yeah, it was disgusting. To be honest, it really bummed us out. We're playing a game called What's in Your Fridge. So
yeah, hey, celebrity, what's in your fridge? So we're going to open... Ooh, look, it's an under-the-counter fridge. This is a big deal.
We have a cucumber.
Properly wrapped. Nice.
Properly wrapped. Some broccoli, some tomatoes, some margarine, and some blueberries.
Okay, how about the door? Let's see how the door is organized.
Myriad of sauces.
Good.
And soy milk.
Okay, and soy milk, very good. You guys are all about being healthy. I appreciate that. It's a very healthy fridge.
It is a healthy family, to be fair.
Barnes, it really is a pleasure. Hi. Really is a pleasure. I'm a big fan, and I'm so happy for you, and I hope that quarantine does well for the creative process for you, buddy.
Oh, God, me too. So desperate for their approval. Love me. Please, love me.
Yeah. This is lovely. Do you have a whole wing? You get to go outside to a whole different wing of the house.
Yeah, so basically they have an annex, which is that building there.
Okay.
And, that is where we put Agam because he smokes a lot of weed, so he can just step directly outside.
All right.
And I sleep in sort of like a little like ceiling slanty room. It's like a little ceiling shrew den type thing, but I quite like it.
Okay.
You know?
All right. Ceiling slanty room.
Ceiling slant room.
Yes. Well, this will be for you forever. There you go.
Oh, you're giving me the cobra?
Yeah. Virtually giving you the cobra. That's right.
Yeah, Brad totally gave me the cobra last night.
Yeah. Ladies, be jealous. Barnes, it really is a pleasure. I'm so happy to meet you, and I hopefully we'll see you soon in New Orleans, buddy.
Oh, I can't wait. I've never been. So
really?
I don't know why they never route my shit through there ever.
Very strange. Yeah, it's
like, Barnes. You've got to go to New Orleans. Oh, Barnes, it's fucking amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, it is. It really is one of the great cities in the world, and we can't wait to have you in. So, well, until then, we'll chat soon.
All right, later, Casey.
Okay. See you, buddy.